Can we
got the super
get a
mics
moment
now.
of silence real quick for the dog? Can we get a moment of silence for the dog real quick for about like 5 seconds? I appreciate it, man, because I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to 914 Yonkers, Mount Vernon. You already know my hometown and all that, man. It's a tragedy. It's crazy. You never know, man, but you know, he did something real special for everybody. Even he didn't know you personally. He touched somebody. He touched each and every race. You best to believe that. Love you, dog. We love you, brother.
So Stick Man, what's poppin', man? Welcome to Turn Up Radio. We here. So it's good. So you got some things going on. You've been working, huh?
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I've been real humble about mine. I've been patient, staying patient. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be here. It's a blessing. See another day, you feel me? But yeah, I've been grinding, brother.
So man, since it's COVID, matter of fact, I haven't seen you since before. So how you been maintaining, you know?
I've been definitely staying out the way and all that. You know what I mean? Just staying, like I said, COVID free. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I've been washing my hands, masking up, staying like social distance and all that. You know what I mean? Of course, when you're around the family, it's something different. But other than that, I've just been trying to just basically stay safe, making sure my daughter is all right. Especially her. Shout out to my daughter, Daviana. I love you.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you. She just turned 6 years old too.
Oh man, time flies. Congrats.
No doubt.
Indeed.
Hi, welcome to Turn Up Radio.
Hello, boss lady.
How
It's a
are you?
pleasure to meet you. I'm all right.
It's nice to meet you as well. So Turn Up Radio. This is your first time here, right?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, okay.
At this one.
At this spot, at this location, it's my first
I
time.
didn't see you.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet you.
So.
He was originally in the Bronx.
That's
Oh,
That's a fact.
right. You missed our pit stop along the way, and now here. Okay. So tell the people what you think about what's going on here.
I'm actually surprised. I like it. Like, as soon as I step in, I'm like, wow, it's a dope spot. This is a dope spot. I'm not gonna lie. This is
I don't want to
hard. I ain't gonna lie. This spot is hard. Whatever y'all doing, keep doing it. And y'all on the grind too.
Man, listen.
Y'all on the grind too. You know what I mean?
So, since this is my first time interviewing you, you get all the boss lady questions that I normally ask everybody. First of all, how'd you get your name, Stickman?
I got my name Stickman. Shit.
That's rattling back.
Shit. Listen. It went so
Let's hear it.
many different ways. Like,
Oh, you know what? Yes.
I've been in the streets a lot. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, of course, that's where it started from.
Okay.
Other than that, one of my peoples came up with the name Stick, and I wasn't too for it, like, feel me? But other than that, shout out to Styles P.
Mm-hmm.
I be around. I grew up around them as far as when I'm at Hood and all that. So that's the big bro. Shout out to J Hood.
We always got a spot for you here too.
No doubt. I guess P always seen me with Hood and all that. And always basically like they see shit. They don't gotta say nothing.
Right.
So Mr. Talk, man, I ain't gonna lie. That's your stick, man. 100%. So P like kind of like break that point.
That's what's up.
You feel me? Shout out to Styles, man.
That's what's up, Styles. You feel free to come on through the Turn Up
No
Radio.
doubt.
Listen, now that you're here,
So,
you can vouch for the situationship. You gotta be like, listen, y'all gotta come see because it's live in there. Okay, so Stickman, let me ask you a question. So how long have you had that name and as an artist?
as an artist,
Mm-hmm.
wow, I say over 17 plus.
Oh, okay.
I say about like 20 something years, 30, damn near 30 years, probably.
You ain't that old.
I ain't that old, but I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying.
that,
Right, when you work hard, it just feels like
Exactly.
I'm older than me too.
And a matter of fact, too, like as far as along with the name Stick, of course, those who do know, like Of course, I used to dance too, you know. But
What kind of dance? You just hip hop dancing?
broke up dancing. Michael
Hey.
Jackson was my art, my idol.
Really?
Michael Jackson, definitely.
Listen,
Rest in
are you
peace.
too cool to dance now, or you just
Nah,
like?
I ain't
I'm
too
just
cool. It
asking.
depends.
No, listen, I'm not judging. I'm not
Nah.
putting you on the spot.
Sometimes, you know, it depends what type of mood I'm in.
Oh,
To be
okay.
honest, but you know.
So you in the club and Cool Kid is playing music, are you dancing,
Oh, yeah,
or you
definitely.
popping bottles?
Cool Kid
Standing
be
to the
popping
corner.
on Sundays and put that reggae joint on sometime. Oh
Oh.
man, sometimes you know it pop out. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay,
But
okay.
other than that, yeah, I grew up actually in church. You know what I'm saying? Like playing drums and all that. And besides that, you know, playing I was like the captain of my drum line in high school and all that. So I always played that. You know.
You know what's so strange? I have been finding that a lot of artists now that are coming through are talking about how they played in the drum line and how, and I don't remember a lot of people bragging about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that with a certain age, it comes with being able to.
Boss lady, let me tell you something. I loved it. Let me tell you, like even down to high school.
You know the ladies love stick man.
Okay,
I'm just be honest with you.
I'm just saying, like seriously, like I used to bebop too on some Dougie Fresh shit. Like, you feel me? Like in the high school, niggas could tell you like they used to call me Stick Beats. Feel me? Shout out to
They
Swiss.
stole
Shout out to
that.
Swiss.
That
But
right,
you feel
right,
me?
right.
I used to be in the middle of the courtyard doing wild beats, like people battling each other, hood battling
you was the
wild
one.
people from the
And
hood.
you was the one.
I was the one. They used to run to the lunchroom real quick to the cafeteria, give me wild slushies, and she was like, "Yo, I need something to."
On
You know
and
what
on
I'm
a
saying?
side note,
What's up?
there's a song called Latoya that I used to listen to because I'm older than y'all,
Okay.
and the beatbox man on that was DMX.
Oh.
Okay. That's right. Keep
Look
it
at
up
that.
while I tell you like this.
No
Okay,
doubt,
don't
no
get me
doubt,
started.
no doubt.
Yeah, I'm a fan, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
how
the
people
groupie, like groupie-ish Spanish. Okay. Oh, so you used to beatbox, used to dance. So you was just born and bred for this music thing, and you was born and raised in church, so you already knew church.
Yeah,
was.
I don't never forget where I come from.
That's right.
It's all my mother. That's all my mother talk about. Shout out to my mother, man.
That's right. Shout out to my
Absolutely. On the
That's
island side,
I
you know
don't
what I mean?
know.
Like, yo, for the church, young man.
I know Hyacinth.
Listen. Everybody needs a foundation of sorts. So even if you didn't grow up in the church, it's not too late to go back.
That's a fact.
Okay. Let me stop getting in trouble.
I'm about to
Anyway,
say,
right, because I'm about to get in
I was
trouble.
about to say,
So when then? Let me stand up for this
And
right here.
anyway.
What's popping, everybody? You know what I mean? I'm in the building, you know what I mean?
Kid.
So, all right. So, okay, you were born and raised in church. You played instruments. When did you decide? You know what? I'm gonna spit bars. Like, when did you think, like, oh, I'm gonna do this? What did you hear that made you say, hey, I could do that too? Like,
Oh man. Well, to be honest, like my aunt on my father's side, she's an artist herself. Shout out to Auntie Nadine, man. Nadine Moss. She's also a bishop. She's like, you know, she's an evangelist. She basically has her own choir and all that. She done
Nice.
songs with Mary, CeCe
I'm
Winans
saying
and
she's
all
welcome to come to Turn Up Radio. We
No
don't
doubt.
turn down no
She's in
artist.
the A right
An
now.
artist
Shout
is
it
the
out.
artist is an artist, and I mean that.
But yeah, we used to sing in that in my grandmother's house and all that. That's our pizza, my
You sing?
grandmother. I harmonize a little bit, yes. That's what I be doing nowadays, like, you know.
Listen,
But,
love a songbird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's going.
Yeah, but that's basically where it came from. Like I always been, you know, harmonizing and singing, but as far as the rapping and all that, of course, it go back to the essence.
You ever thought about doing gospel music?
My aunt definitely influenced me trying to do that. Like I said, I grew up in church, so I started doing all of that after a while, and it's like, you know, you got caught up in the streets, and you know,
Because life is life.
it's one thing exactly. But I never forget where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't mind doing
What are you rapping about now?
everything, which is of course what everybody talks about. But I'm a little different with mine.
How so?
How so? I don't think everybody could do what I do, how I do.
Okay.
Not even to be cocky or anything like that.
No such thing.
But of course, I am Jamaican, so like people wouldn't even know that you know I am Jamaican or whatever, you know. And I speak very, very clear when it comes to Jamaican.
Oh, is that right?
So as far as me speaking regular English and all that, and it pop out and somebody hear another person talking Jamaican, and he just say something, and I respond in a Jamaican manner, like they
Right.
like, oh yeah, it, you know. So you know,
You
it's
want to hear
different.
something crazy?
What's
My
up?
nephew was 2. And I remember we used to walk down the street. His father's Jamaican. Dre has been in Jamaica since he was like 3 months old. He came back. But he was walking down the street and the guy just saw my nephew hadn't said 2 words. And he turned to look through, he said, my nephew said, I said, how did you even know like he was Jamaican? Like it was so funny. And my nephew has this thing when he was little, he used to go, my you. It's like stop calling people that. Like you're the youngest. It's so and it's so funny. Like he didn't have to say 2 words. If he walked past somebody who's Jamaican, they would like double take and turn and look at him and then go, and there you go. That's
That's
so funny.
That's crazy.
But you know, that's how we are culturally.
Definitely.
We could definitely pick up on our culture.
Yes.
I always say that, like, you know, being a New Yorker, even if you are American, if you go out of New York, people know you're from New York just by.
That's a fact.
You don't even
The
have
way you
to.
dress,
Right.
all that.
Just you
That
say,
alone.
walk into a room and say, oh, hey, everybody, what's up?
Yeah.
Everybody said what's up. You said what's up. They go, where you from? Like,
Yeah,
I said
exactly.
what's up
Or
too.
if you say, yo, what up, son?
Right, because you know we say
Yo,
son.
B, what up, B?
B. Right,
I mean-
that's us. Right, you know that's New York for you.
Definitely.
So do you want to be a signed artist,
Um,
or you like
it
this
depends.
independent?
I mean, I like this independent thing, but to be signed, I don't mind doing like a distribution deal or partnership, something like that.
Okay,
To that
partnership,
nature.
good word.
Partnership.
Ownership.
Yeah. To a
Right,
certain
okay.
extent, because you already know what's going on with that too. I done learned, analyzed, and seen, you know what I mean, from the back end and out
Right.
to a certain
right,
extent. I still got more to learn. You
Right.
feel me?
Are we all
And
constantly learning?
of course, we learn something new every day.
I hope.
And I'm very, very, very humble with Boss Lady. Like I'm humble, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like those who may not believe and who, you know, that's on them. But at the end of the day, I've been so grateful and praying to the Most High. Like I've been patient, you know. And those who know, like I want that opportunity so bad, and I do know.
Because you know, success is preparation meeting opportunity. I'm sorry, I thought I turned my phone.
Absolutely.
Preparation meeting opportunity equals success. So that means if you just stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And when the opportunity comes, you just go and murder it.
No doubt.
And then you know, just always be ready. I love telling artists that as well. Okay, so you're giving a concert. Who's in the concert? Are you performing? Who's the headliner? Where do you come in on the show? And let's keep in mind, it's a concert. So you can't have it for 12 hours. And money is not an object. Because, you know, a lot of times.
Why
you're
we
like,
can't have it for 12 hours?
no, who? I'm not sitting at a concert for 12
Listen.
hours. I mean, it depends. It depends on who's there. But then when you have a concert like that, just keep in mind who's going to headline.
Okay, me, I'm going to headline,
You're
right?
not
From the
even
artist.
invited.
And then I'm going to open for me, right? Look, I'm a
Wow.
headline, I'm going to open for me, and I'm a DJ for me. That takes care of everything.
See why
It's
he's not
like that.
invited?
And I'm going to close out for me and everything.
Be quiet. You don't have to get I'm going to
good.
cut your mic off.
Yeah,
Okay, welcome to my world. You see,
No
every
doubt.
day, the same nonsense.
that's cool, kid.
All day. I don't even know.
What's popping, everybody?
Let's hear your
Sick in the
concert.
building.
Let's hear your concert.
My concert.
Who is headlining?
Who is headlining?
Mm-hmm. You can have, it doesn't have to just be a hip hop thing. It's whomever you would like to be there.
Who's headlining?
Because let's make it real. I feel like, let's put it out there. What you got to lose? Nothing. Just saying.
Who's the headliner?
Who's the headliner?
Wow. Okay. We say, for instance, Cardi B.
Cardi B is the headliner. All right. So you already know you're going to have at least, say we at Madison Square Garden. I'm still more partial to Madison Square Garden than Barclays. So you know Madison Square Garden holds what, 55,000? So you already know you want to get 30,000 girls in there. Cardi B. So where are you performing?
Am I performing?
Yes, it's your concert too. I mean, you're the promoter and stuff, but
Right,
you are an artist.
right.
Are you performing?
I'm definitely performing if I'm asked to perform.
It's your show. So you decide if you're performing or not.
I'm gonna give them a performance.
Where are you coming in at? Are you opening? Are you in
No.
the middle? Are you after? Are you right before the
No,
headline?
no. At the end of the day, I'm open.
You opening?
I'm open.
Okay.
I'm open. I don't mind opening to set the tone.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Feel me?
Okay. Who else is in the show?
Who else is in the show?
So you open, Cardi's closing. Who's in between? Who's the dash?
So we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix it up. So I'm opening,
Mm-hmm.
right? Of course, I gotta bring my brother out with me, Jay Hood.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then we got a little bit of what's this boy name?
One of them babies.
Hold on.
Right. I call him the baby, little baby.
Oh
I don't know
my
all
God. Damn. Homeboy that got the single with
What's the song? How it go?
damn. With the wolves. You know what I mean?
Pop Smoke ain't here no more.
Not Pop Smoke, but it's that nigga.
Oh, the guy who's with him.
singer.
What's his name?
Man.
I can't think of his name, but okay.
He's from Brooklyn, I believe. But yeah, that dude.
Where you from?
I'm from Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
I'm from Mount Vernon, Money Yard.
Okay.
What's his name? Of course, Fabio. Have Fabio in there. Bring the locks out.
Okay, because you come on.
It's only right 914. And then of course, Lil Baby.
Little baby.
Definitely want Lil Baby to pop out.
Right. So I'm feeling like you're gonna have a very good mixed crowd because you're gonna bring out the little baby, whatever
Right.
you use.
And I'm gonna bring
Lots,
somebody
grown
else.
folks.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I ask somebody
You
else?
sure can. It's your concert.
My boy Dexter Daps.
Dexter Daps.
Dexter Daps.
Okay.
Wicked.
Dexter
There you go.
Daps.
Okay.
Shout out to Dexter Daps. Big up yourself.
Liquor Man Company.
Shout out to Just Son. Big up
That song is
yourself.
wicked. I gotta play that song.
Nice.
Wi-Fi out right now too.
So I feel like you can sell out. I think the place might sell out.
That would be incredible.
I think it'd sell out. I would just say this, and I say this to every single artist. I don't want you to open. I would like for you to go on right before the headliner. That way you get the headliners. See, because you open, they know Cardi B is last. So what I'm saying is, and although people are valuing their money more because they want to get out, but Cardi B is who they're coming to
No,
see.
that's what I meant as far as
Right.
opening up
Right,
for
so you
Cardi.
open for her.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
Not in
That's
the
what I'm
very
saying.
beginning. Oh no.
Right, yeah.
No.
Right. Okay, good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I tell people. No, you open up for the headliner so that you get her
Absolutely.
audience
Yes.
because they're ready for her,
Yeah.
and you gonna get them ready because they're like, oh, okay, who's that? Let me save his information in my IG, and it's gonna,
Definitely. Yeah.
and then she's gonna shout you out because she knows not only are you opening for her, this is your concert. So you know what I mean. You get her fans as well, and
True.
that's always good, and it's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
for
Shout
you
out to Body, man.
Right. It's a great opportunity for you to meet, to connect with other artists as well. Do you have a top 5?
Do I have a top 5?
Okay, let me say top 5 hip hop past 10 years. See, I gotta say that because depending on your age group, it might change. You know what I mean? Like you hear the same basics from most of the older people. You'll hear Nas, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like we have, because that is that's my age group where that's who it is. They set the tone. But you might have, a lot of underrated artists who don't get the same, recognition. So you tell me who's your top. Do you have a top 5? You think 5 is too small or you need 10?
Yeah,
You need 10?
It's kind of small, but
You
I'm
need 10?
not gonna lie. Nah, I don't really need 10, not even to drag it, but as far as like, I take it back a little bit. You really want to be honest, like I take it back to Rakim.
Okay.
Rakim is one.
I'm not Rakim. You know what? Well, he never said a curse. People
Yeah,
don't pay attention to stuff like that. That's not craziness.
Yeah.
He never said a curse. He was the hardest MC ever.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I came in the door. He never said a curse. I love that. Okay. Right. See,
Buster.
What it is right now.
Buster got balls.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites too.
Yes. And still doing it, which I love.
Still doing it.
That's what I like. Not just so much that he was good. He still is good.
Well, see, that's
We got
when it
two.
comes. That's I got two.
That's two.
I got three now.
Listen, it doesn't have to be in the order.
Okay, I just
I
want to
just
make
need to know
sure.
five.
So
Yeah,
I just want to
because
bring it
it's
up.
hard
So
depending
we
on
got.
what song we talking about or which album. You know what I mean? So I get it.
So
But I
we
just
got.
need five.
We got Rakim. We got Busta.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. It's only right. Pop.
Okay.
Then we got.
I stumped you with five.
Not even. Come on, it's only right. Like Kiss was my favorite artist. Kiss definitely got it.
Because when have you ever heard him have a bad verse? Like never.
Yeah, you might have some people say, yeah, that was alright. He could have went, but it was never whack.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
And
saying.
if that was the case, he would put the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? On top of what he's featured with, or whatever
Right.
the case may be. You know
I want to say
not to
I'm
be biased or anything like that too. Let me just say that.
Right.
Like real
Right.
talk.
I feel like some artists, I can't listen to them for 45 minutes straight. I need their voice to feature somebody else just to give it a little bit of balance. That's just
Okay.
me. You know what I mean? Like somebody just listening to them over and over. And it's just like I need another sound. I need something.
I agree.
Because you ever hear like even producers, some producers, you know their sound immediately. You know a Dr. Dre beat because he always got that ding, ding, that little thing, you know, the Neptunes. You know what I'm saying? Like you know Swiss Beats, you will always hear that little Casio thing. You know what I'm saying? Like every producer has a sound, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a so-and-so beat. You just immediately know it. So
True.
that's the same thing with me with hearing an artist. It's just like, come on, like you didn't get nobody else. Okay, cool. So you have sorry, rambling. Okay, so you got Rakim, Busta, Jadakiss, Pac.
And now we got the homie and only one. The homie Hove, man.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Hove, man.
Why not? I want to say Jay-Z to me is a typical name to say, but I feel like his catalog is amazing. Like you can listen to him all day because he's got that much music that you can listen to it, and it varies. It's not like the same thing. He always has like a feature here or there or whatever. Like
That's
that.
a fact.
Okay, so so 5. That was 5. What is your favorite type of music to listen to? Do you have one? Right.
I got of course. I mean, I listen to a lot of old school.
What you listen to like when you cleaning up your house? Like you go in the bathroom, like, no, let me just spray the toilet down. What you listen to?
I might listen to some old school reggae.
Okay.
Some old school reggae, like some Barrington Levy,
Okay.
some Luciano, Dennis Brown, you know, something like that. Sanchez. Or like on R&B is like definitely, of course, in my essence, it's like early 90s,
Mm-hmm.
you know, SWV, you know, of course, Usher.
Right, because
That's my
Usher, who's still doing it.
Still doing it. Shout out to Usher.
There's nobody to do a verses with him. He can't. Why? Because everybody who can, he created. They came underneath him.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Like a Breezy. Shout out to Breezy.
Breezy, but they can't because he was like, that's my idol. He's like, that's my idol. I'm not battling.
Exactly. They was talking about that the other day in the Breakfast Club too. That's crazy.
He's like, nah, that's not.
How?
Right. Like, I can't. You how you going to battle the person that taught you how to do that?
I don't make no sense.
That's crazy, right? I think it's disrespectful. And they were talking about verses with Mary. They were like, who? What? Her catalog is sick. Like, and then somebody said Janet Jackson. I was like, they're not in the same genre of music. Now, Janet Jackson has an extensive catalog. Yes. Is it as extensive as Mary's? No. And they don't have the same type of music. Like, there's nobody to battle.
No.
So I mean, like,
you had to figure that out.
Yeah, then just leave her alone. Just let her battle herself. She got 17 albums or something obnoxious like that.
It's crazy. Shout out to MJ, Mary J.
Mary, please feel free to come on too.
No doubt.
I'm inviting anybody that wants
Now
to.
and 4 everywhere. That's
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's up.
All right. So when you are upset, you mad, you know, because life happens to everybody. What do you listen to just either get it out or calm down? Like, what do you like? I would imagine, depending on the level of anger you are and what you're mad at, would depend on what you want to do. Do I just want to like punch somebody in the face? And so I listen to.
Yeah, you might. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might get that. Like, yeah, I want to take somebody neck off, like head off, no rainbow. You know what I mean? You want to punch somebody in the face or some other shit, or take it out. But to me, honestly, I might just throw a beat on.
Okay, just
start, zoning. Roll up my big ass spliff, roll one spliff, and just light it up. All that shit like that shit, smoke that shit, and just zone out. Feel me? Or I might just take me a nice little walk and steam off a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm just interested to see how people calm down. Seriously, like the world has changed since COVID. You know, there's a time you can just go outside, everybody's on the court, you get a ball, you go play.
Exactly.
Or you go, whatever it is to blow off some steam. And now it's like, man, I can't be trusting, be too close to people. So I'm just curious to find out how people like calm down. Do you ever need to, because you can hold a note, do you ever just sing it out?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Like, even when people sometimes be like, "Yo, fuck."
Right.
Like, I can say that, right?
Yeah, you can.
Fuck. So sometimes I just go into a little note.
So you're an artist. Okay.
Nah, artist. Like, don't get me twisted. I ain't
you
one of those extra that can be, you know what I mean?
It's so crazy.
Nice. So you sent us some music.
Yeah.
It's
all about the music.
Cool Kid loaded up with some stickers.
It's all about the music, man.
Like, sure he got, few joints.
So, we had some exclusives and all that. Turn up radio.
I just did that. What's the name too? Shout out to Mooski, man. That track star joint. I just did that shit too.
Okay.
Just did freestyle to that.
Let me ask you, when you go in the studio, right? Do you have stuff already written down?
Yeah.
You're a writer.
You
write.
I write my own shit.
But I didn't mean it like that. Let me pause real quick. I didn't mean like that. What I'm saying is, like, do you need to hear the beat first, or do you feel like sometimes you hear a song, you might have it already going. I want to record this track, and then you go in the studio and the producer, yo, I got a beat for you. Hear this? Are you a switcher up or changer upper, or you just like, let me do this first? Like, are you focused?
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta zone in. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in and hear the beat first. It depends too. Like, if we happen to be to go, yo, we got a session or whatever. Like, one man got a studio or whatever. We gonna go. All right, boom. We throw a beat on. I gotta hear the beat first. I might have something ready to go with that, but I might have something that's that for something else. But I don't mind knocking that right out. You feel me? Like, it has to get in the zone. It has to be catchy. I have to feel it.
Okay.
You know.
What about being in the studio? Are you a focused kind of individual? Like, we were talking to Hattie Racks, and he was saying how, listen, when you go in the studio, I don't go in there to like play. Now, if you coming to hang out, he's like, that's fine. If I know you coming to hang out, I expect you to hang out. You understand what I'm saying? But don't tell me you coming in here because we doing a track, but you want to hang out. He's not that. So what I'm saying is, for most people who values their dollar, pretty much it's about the same. What are you like when you're in the studio?
Absolutely, and I respect that. Shout out to Hattie Racks too.
Shout out to Hattie.
Big shout out to the bro. Now, other than that, that's serious. Like, don't come and play. That's why I come prepared. Like, I'm not playing with you. Like, it might take a time or two. Actually, I'm not one of those to go in and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I can knock out a song within 10, 15 minutes. And there's a lot of people that could do that, but is it gonna come out
and that's
the way how you
okay.
sound?
Right.
That's okay. See,
that's
I'm
okay if
different
you
with mine.
can. If it's gonna. If I think that some people have a skill and a talent, they can do that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make your skill or talent less if you can't. I just feel like, what is the product? Are you producing fruit?
It's
That's
a process.
What's the fruit? What the fruit
cooking,
taste
right?
like? Right. What it tastes like? What did you add to it? What seasonings did you use?
Ingredients gotta be right.
Right.
Me, I like mine spicy.
Oh God.
I love pepper. I love pepper. So a little
Of
spicy.
course you do.
Then
Funny. So if I said, well, you got this mic in your hand. Okay, so we have this thing that I normally tell each and every artist. We have a thing here called, Turn Up Radio has it out there called taking off your shoes. When you go home after a long day or whatever you were doing, take off your clothes, you take off your shoes. Somebody like, yo, you coming back outside? Hell no. Why? Because you already took off your shoes. You home, you relax. So here is the same thing. Just, just a metaphor for being comfortable. You're comfortable here. You're comfortable with that mic in your hand. Are you comfortable being on the stage? Are you comfortable with the DJ? Are you comfortable in this atmosphere? Taking off your shoes, being you have a mic in your hand, do your job. I said it. So if this is what you do and you have a mic in your hand, whenever you're ready, you can just spit. I don't think you need a beat, but whatever. But the DJ's gonna play some music of yours first so that people can get a chance. Tell the people first where they can find you.
Okay. You can find me on, of course, social media. That's on IG, Instagram. That's STIKK
KK, 2K.
_ MAN _ ODG.
What does ODG mean?
Stands for on the grind. So whatever you do to keep that roof over your head, keep clothing on your back, you're on the grind. I don't care if you recycle soda cans, none of that. You know what I mean? Definitely, you gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills, man. You on the grind.
What's this? What song is this?
This is Let Them Talk. Yeah, shout out to
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
What's up?
I was
waiting for
you. Yeah, because you're the DJ. That's your job.
Hold on. Yo,
Yes, it's up.
this is right here. Yeah, lady, Miss Boss Lady might need to be tuned a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if he was talking. But
No.
you good? Okay, so I was basically want to introduce this track right here. This is off the Stick and Move album that's out right now on all platforms. That's iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you download your music from, Spotify, all that. This is featuring my girl, Lady Alley. Big up yourself. Let them talk.
Whoa.
Listen to y'all.
Oh Lord. Yo. Hey, when they come and pop me, doing this, but think this one.
Let's do it right here. Y'all on the show. What do I know how to tell you, sir? Live and direct.
Whoa. Oh Lord. Yo. And when they come and pop me, doing this, but think this all about. You already know, some people talk. I never mind them, but I do what I want. You understand when I tell you that it's something you on the ground. You already know somebody happened, and I just stop once I run tell life. And I'm out to make them go out to go me. And I'm probably show some business for me, make both 6 feet. You know how they try me, I bet that tech with yourself. Real time and I like real big Monty. Over this shell over this magazine. And anybody you could run a bar by a lady. I never was the head that's been doing my thing. I'm a bumble club, what the fuck do you mean? But I tell you no lies. Niggas better recognize. I can't please with no mind. Always keep it going around when there's go time. Gotta keep the street, this is not for TV. You'll get the most shot like a scared ID. Always on the move, homie, I get around. Gotta keep this money now. Still gotta count, big I read. And when it's woman popping to me, doing this, looking this world I ride. You already know it's that people talk. I never mind gun, I do what I want. I hope you understand when I tell you, nigga, it's only G on the ground. You already know, yo. And I just step outside of I'm on the way up, so boy, I idiot. I'm up like a lesbian to the top now. What another man that we not here to my name is Lady Alley. We don't give a fuck, no care who like it. No, we don't give a damn. No, we don't give a damn. No thanks for you can style. Yo. And when they come and pop me, so they doing this in the business, so then this what I buy. You already know, some people talk. I never mind them, I do what I want. I hope you understand when I tell you, nigga, it's only Jimmy on the ground. You already know some money up in it, and I can stop once or tell it. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. And then when we go. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. And then when we go. Let's let them talk.
Yo, Stick, that tune wicked. Live, mixtape Monday. A wicked tune there. Remember, I heard it first right here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why?
Why? Because that's me. Like I always, and it's been a minute. Like I'm not one of those to be stuck in the shell. It depends where I'm at, because it's a time, place for everything.
Right.
But I've been performing basically like all my life, to be honest. Like I've been to dancing in my family when we go to like big barbecues. Like shout out to my uncle. I don't know how long you guys been out here, but like back in the days when I was younger, like we say like 7 years old, my pops used to come pick me up and bring me to these parties and argue with my mom, why you bring me outside so late? So it happened to be, like I said, Michael Jackson was my idol. My uncle, my father, and a couple of his friends, they used to have a jerk stand behind this car wash in Mount Vernon, across the street from this diner. I mean, everybody and their mother from 93.5 Ivy Jam promoting this shit on the radio from people in Jamaica coming up to Columbus Avenue behind the Texaco gas station when it used to be there, right? I used to dance. My uncle, Paul, he used to have a car with his system in there.
Nice.
Called the Red Bomber. Everybody knew about that. Everybody used to promote the Red Bomber. It was a Toyota Corolla 4 doors with wild speakers. Killing any set that come up there. DJ can't sound like that. Tune everything. Tweet that everywhere. I'm talking about in the sun visor, all that. Grill, all that. But anyway, I say that to say this. We used to party out there every Saturday. I used to be out there dancing amongst my uncle's car. You got people throwing money on the floor. Yo, with it down there, yo, come on. They used to slap his hood, tell him to pull it up, and for me to dance again, especially when my Uncle Paul used to play that Michael Jackson.
Yes, that was
remember
your
the
guy.
time. Exactly.
Oh,
Remember the time and
right.
beating. I used to moonwalk and do all that shit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I want to say, I feel like those were happier times. You understand? Like, I think we just went from, we always complaining about, it just seems like everything. I think that COVID was a gift and a curse. It's just my opinion. Not that I didn't lose people, because God, I lost a piece of my heart. But I feel like we got back to eating together. We got back to being around each other and definitely appreciating more. Like, I cannot wait to party with my family. And they get on my very last nerve. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you reach like, who, that one cousin you just I want to see them too. Like, I just want to hug them. I want to dance. I want to party. I want to enjoy life. Do you make the kind of music that you feel like people can play it at the barbecue for Nana and to listen to?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I got those. That's I had to kind of like reinstate myself, like rebrand myself a little bit, because as far as like one of those that song in particular, like I'm doing a lot of singing and I'm coming out with the little Jamaican, like people wasn't expecting that. Like that song right there, turn up. You know what I'm saying? That'll turn a whole barbecue. I know that. Like this other song I got with Jason, which is featuring Dexter Dapp's artist, you know what I mean, called Dance With Me. I just dropped that. That's out. It's been out for like almost a month now. Fire. I'm getting ready to shoot that video like in another 3 weeks or so.
So let me ask you a question. We were talking about DMX in the beginning, and he's of course a hot topic for this week, due to his passing and everything. What I noticed, I've always been a groupie. A fan. A fan.
You sure?
No, they will laugh. Listen, they know me. I didn't just get on this DMX bandwagon. Anybody who knows, that's my best friend. We're best friend. He knows. So that's why I haven't really said anything about it, because I feel like I'm just a part of the bandwagon. But what I did notice about him was his legacy is very simple. he touched every single person, good, bad, or indifferent. Everybody had I've never heard anybody say, I hated that. Like they there's nobody that ever said that. And I'm talking about him as a human being and his music. Like, you can't hear something that don't take you back. You understand what I'm saying? What do you want your legacy to be in this industry? You leave this earth today, and and they have nothing but your music to hear you and to identify to you. What do you want them to say when they're hearing it?
Just remember that I was always humble. I treated everybody equally and fair. I was very respectful to each and everybody, and I happen to be carrying myself like that all the time. I never changed up. I want people to remember me as a gentleman.
That's good. That's good.
As a
It's not to
gentleman.
be morbid. I'm not trying to be morbid, but I think that people assume that death doesn't come to their door either. And this is very clear to see, like, oh my gosh, like we're getting to an age where people are dying. So what do you want to do with the life that you have to live? What do you want it to be? This is your dash. From the day you're born, you're in your dash to your death date. What are we doing with your dash? So with that, I'm just saying, like, I'm happy to see that you are enjoying music and you're not mad at the world. You know what I mean? It's like, even when DMX was rapping hard, he wasn't mad at the world. It just, his voice was hard. So my thing about it is I just want us to get back to a place of enjoying music. Like, music is supposed to move you to do something, right?
Baby.
To do something. That's why I want to say music, and I always say, how do you know that music is life? Because even your heart has a beat. Get it? See, I'm saying that's why I'm serious.
That's what's
I used to
up.
teach people that all the time. You know music is like, no, not all music. Because your heart has a beat. Because
That's
guess what?
what's
When the
up.
beat stops, that's right. So that's why the music should come from your heart.
Absolutely.
No matter what it is. I don't care if you angry. If you're angry and it's coming from your heart, let's make it make sense. You know what I mean? What do you think about today's rappers? Like, we were talking about watching videos, and I said everybody has a Tesla and everybody's got diamonds, and I said, meanwhile we watched a Wu-Tang Clan video, and I'm gonna just say the Wu with 9 members, everybody had a mic and nobody bumped into each other. They on the stage, they had on t-shirts and jeans, and they was the dopest things out. Everybody's got diamonds, and what do you think about the persona or the perception that they're showing these children?
At the end of the day, that's what they're giving off.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, back in the days, maybe, of course, that was like the hottest thing. You had to have like the biggest chain, the boss's chain,
Right.
you know, flights, cars, and all that.
Shout out to LL.
You know what I
And
mean?
Salt Pepper.
Man. But yeah, definitely. That really don't mean nothing to me. I mean, as far as sporting and sporting my brand,
Mm-hmm.
my company, yeah,
Right.
I don't mind doing that. But as far as like being extra and fun with the money and all that, extra girls and all that, I mean, yeah, we're gonna make the video look good. But when
Right.
you have to be too extra, you already know you capping
I think you bring a certain level of energy that you probably
to
not even
yourself.
ready for.
Facts.
You're not even
And you
ready
already
for
know
it.
at the end of the day, not to cut you off, boss lady. That's what it comes with.
Right.
It comes with that. So you got to know how to humble yourself.
Do you think that as New Yorkers we are a little bit different than, say, I find that New Yorkers don't, we brag different. Not that they don't, New York artists don't, floss a little something, with their rented cars and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
of course. But I don't
I got a
find,
razor.
I don't see a lot of New York artists like flashing money. I think New York is too small for that. Does that make sense? We too small to be flashing money. Like, you can't, like, this is New York City. Everybody here can be touched.
That's right.
It's like, and that's how I look at it. Like, I know you're not from New York.
You're doing too much.
Listen, because you already know.
Can't wait.
Especially if your mother still live on the side block. You know what I mean? Like, you might want to be careful with that.
Yeah.
So it's okay. You like to see the kids flashing money and wearing their diamonds and a bunch of girls in the video and then showing they love on Love and Hip Hop. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it's
all that money you didn't spend, they trying to make that back. Like,
right.
On a reality show, these niggas get a check and all that. You didn't spend all that.
They told me cut the check.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, around.
Cut my check. Do you see yourself doing something other than music?
Oh, of course.
What you
I
want?
also, yo, you funny. I heard
I'm
you.
just saying.
I love working with kids.
You do? You like kids?
Of course, I
I'll
love
pass.
kids. I love working with kids.
I'll definitely.
I'm actually a basketball coach.
I'll pass
you know,
with the kids.
I've been doing that for almost like 17 years.
Why? Why do you
Why?
love working
Because
with
I have
kids?
a passion for why. I
Yeah.
love because you know what? That's just me. Like,
Mhm.
I was always a people's person, to be
Right.
honest, to a certain extent. You know, don't take my bumper clock.
Ah.
You
You
understand?
gotta say that.
Yeah, I'm
You'll
sorry.
have to.
I'm saying don't take my kindness for weakness. But other than that, though, like I love working with kids. Like I
Right.
think kids, like I seen a lot, you know, and as far as with kids going through situations or whatever, and I believe like I want to be somewhat known as not a hero, but kids, because I always tell them all the time, especially if they got into any situations, whatever, if they feel like they're going to get crazy outbursts, come find me, come talk to me.
Mhm.
Like I feel like
They need an
they
outlet.
need somebody to talk to, especially if there's not a father figure in home.
Right.
More kids feel like they can be more in a facility with an individual that they know they can trust and talk to and be more comfortable.
Right.
And I've always been that way. As
Okay.
far as like you're not no relationships, but I've always been like not a father figure, but a brother figure or older brother or somebody they can look up to on a humble way.
Do you know what your purpose is?
My aunt told me,
Mhm.
which she's a minister herself,
Mhm.
she told me, especially my grandmother too, that I'm gonna become a minister one day.
Oh, that was prophecy.
I'm gonna be a pastor because she said, as far as the way I speak to kids and how I talk, like whatever, nothing to be bragged about, but I'm a well-spoken person.
Nobody chooses to pastor. Let me just say that over, but that is an anointing. But what I will say about it is, people get the wrong idea also about when somebody gives you a prophecy of you going to minister. We have this idea that everybody ministers in a suit and a tie, but I feel like you love children and you do this. That outreach ministry is the best thing that has ever happened to a youth who doesn't have somebody. I do think that there are more children with fathers than without. I don't think that is celebrated enough. Just because parents are single doesn't mean that they don't have their male figures. But I think that possibly that might be a great idea for you to. I'm just mind my business.
I hear you.
I was just mind my business. Listen, I'm gonna mind my business.
You sound like my mother right now to a certain extent. It's all
Right,
good though, but I
right.
respect it.
That's right. That's
I
called
take that right in.
confirmation. I don't know you like that. You already know. My spirit is always right.
Yo.
We're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on because
Okay.
I don't want the
One
people to
day.
be feeling like got all deep
Nah,
on.
that's all good. I
So
respect it.
I want to
Maybe I
say
needed that.
again, I want you to tell the people how they can find you. And because welcome to Turn Up Radio family. Now that I introduced
Turn
you.
up.
So I want you to tell the
Turn
people
up,
how
turn
they
up.
can
Yeah,
find you.
once again, you can find me on all type of social media. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, that's IG. You know what I mean? That's STIKK _MAN_ODG.
Nice.
You know? Stickman ODG. ODG be the gang gang.
Thank you for coming to Turn Up Radio.
It's so well done.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
come
yeah,
back again.
yeah.
Why not?
Mixtape
That's right.
Why
Monday.
not?
My brother Stickman is in the building.
What?
914 is in the building. Hey, boss lady. Shout out to our sponsors, T-Shirt Lounge, Cotton Mind, Glee TV, and all that. Shout out to Flavor Lounge. I'm about to come up there for some wicked rum punch on, you know what I mean? Some rice on beans, more food, you understand?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So go check them out on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx, man. They got the fire food Flavor Lounge, Turn Up Radio, Feature Studios, and all that. E-Map, Scale It Down. What's Scale this two-step at, man? Let's get it popping. This right here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We gonna vibe though, man. We gonna vibe this Monday, mixtape Monday. Let's get it
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. And when they told me, pop me, do me, swing me, business, within this whole life. You already know, said people talk. I never mind them, and I do what I want. hope you understand when I tell you nigga it's so victory on the ground. You already know it's some money I can make. Now y'all just stop once or run down. Yo. And I'm out to make them go on top of me. And I'm all the social distance from in 4-6 feet. Nobody try me, I got that tech for yourself. Real talk and I like real big man thing. You know, don't take it shallow, cut this magazine. And anybody try to run a bar violate me. I never was a hit that's been doing my thing. On a pass from a cloud, what the fuck do you mean? When I tell you no lie. These niggas better recognize. I can't play them no more. Always keep it going around when there's no time. Gotta keep the street, this is not the check. Go get the fuck.
Say Monday, we in the building.
Always on the move.
Let's do it right here. Sick man, he's in the building. Boss lady, go. You know it, brand new Sick man.
Do what I want.
I gotta pull us up. We gotta pull it up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nothing but heat. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Tap it.
Oh Lord. Yo. And when you come and pop me, do me, business, within this whole life. You already know that people talk. I never mind them when I do what I want. I hope you understand when I tell you nigga it's so victory on the ground. You already know some money I can make. And I just stop once I run down. Yo. And I'm out to make them go on top of me. And I'm all the social distance from in 4-6 feet. Nobody try me, I got that tech for yourself. Real talk and I like real big man thing. You know, don't take it shallow, cut this magazine. And anybody try to run a bar violate me. I never was a hit that's been doing my thing. On a pass from a cloud, what the fuck do you mean when I tell you no lie? These niggas better recognize. I can't play them no more. Always keep it going around when there's go time. Gotta keep the street, this is not the TV. You'll get the mug shot like I scared tiger. Always on the move, homie, I get around. Gotta get this money now, stick, gotta figure it. Gotta run it, pop it, do me, business, within this whole life. You already know, say people talk. I never mind them when I do what I want. You understand when I tell you nigga it's so victory on the ground. You already know some money I can make. Now I just stop once I run down.
We feel about a lot while they making money. The vice I tell me don't, not the vice I tell me squeeze. Tonight I don't get nights, I'm a very family. The thing is goes another boy you there before you breathe. We feel about a lot while they making money. The vice I tell me don't, not the vice I tell me squeeze. Tonight I don't get nights, I'm a very family. The thing is goes another boy you there before you breathe. Now I try them a chat, how we not in that. I'm on the way you break, so boy I idiot.
Try much like an elevator to the top.
Now watch another man that we not here the better.
My name is Lady Ali.
We don't give a fuck, no care who like you. No, we don't give a damn.
No, we not give a damn. Attention, don't think sideways. And when we fucking doing this in the business within this whole life. You already know I said people talk. I never mind them when I do what I want. I hope you understand when I tell you nigga it's so victory on the ground. You already know some money I can make. Now I can stop once I run to that. Oh no. Oh no. And yeah, when we go,
Bang. Thank y'all for tapping in tonight, man. Mixtape Monday, Stick Man, ODG, we in the building. Boss ladies in the building.
Yeah,
The whole
big
gang is
shout
in
out
the
to Boss
building.
Lady.
Mixtape Monday, man. Turn up radio. Doing it right here. Boss lady, how you doing? You say something to me?
Yes.
Shout.
First of all, thank our guests for coming through today.
Stick man,
I
my
feel
brother.
like
No doubt, it's a
I
pleasure.
feel like
Thank
it's your
you.
first time here since I didn't see you the first time.
Oh man,
Yeah, not
This is your first
it's
time.
my
This is
special
your
this is the
first time.
official first time.
Official, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm
Love is
Official
love, love is
first
love, and everything that you do, put God first, and everything else is gonna follow. You know how we do it around here, man. Nothing but positive movements, thoughts, and all that. I love is love.
Extended music.
Oh yeah, send your music to
You wanna be
NYC
a
the number
guest?
one at gmail.com. If you want to be a guest on Turn Up Radio, please email us turnupradio.nyc the number one at gmail.com. It's going down.
Yeah.
Boss Lady T, my brother Stickman is in the
Uh-huh.
building. T-shirt out in the building, man. We're gonna catch y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube. Bye YouTube.
Make sure you do the right thing like Spike Lee movie.
Absolutely. We're gonna be on Stickman's Instagram as well.
Yeah.
We'll be on my IG. We're gonna be back on that Turn Up Radio Facebook
Peace
as
and
well.
love, y'all.
You know what I mean?
Wash
Peace and
your
love,
hands. Keep it
Wash your
nasty.
hands.
Wash your hands.
Keep
You
it
understand?
nasty, too,
Wash
right?
your hands.
Right.
And yo, what they say, in your